Hey friends, I am Tejashree and welcome to my YouTube channel Mathstats Mania. I'm glad to tell you all that I'm going to create a playlist which will strengthen your fundamental understanding of statistics. So let's get started with basic introduction and definition of statistics. So basically statistics was derived from the word status, which is Latin, or statista, which is Italian. The modern theory of statistics is based on the theory of probability, regression, correlation, and so on, estimation, and so on, etc. Many more terms. Initially, guys, don't worry about these terms. I'm going to explain all this in my upcoming videos. Okay. So I just want to give you a brief introduction about statistics, that what is it built upon. All right. So let's move on to definition. Statistics is defined by various thinkers, but one of the statement which I like, which is easy to understand, was defined by Croston and Gordon. So according to them, statistics is defined as the science of collection. I will write these terms so that it will be easy to you for visualize. Collection, then presentation, analysis, interpretation. So guys, sorry for my handwriting. All right. So statistics is basically combination of all these terms: collection, presentation, analysis, and interpretation. So I am going to walk you all through this. I will not cover everything in one video. I will preferably divide it into multiple videos to understand you it easily. Okay. So before moving on to our concepts, I would like to discuss frequently used statistical terms so that you all guys will be, initially aware about the terms which I am, speaking in front of you. So first is data, which is very basic term in statistics. All right. So data is basically a group of results of any scientific measurements. For example, collection of numbers representing the heights of the student in the class. So this data could be quantitative, right? And another data would be collection of classes, that would be qualitative. So data would be in two parts, that is quantitative and qualitative. Okay. So what are the examples of quantitative and what are the examples of qualitative? Quantitative basically would represent height. Very basic example: height, age, weight. Okay. So this all would be quantitative data. What would be qualitative data? As I said, classes, colors, and many more. I hope you are clear till here. So next statistical term which is frequently used is variable, sometimes also called as feature. So variable assume different values and is usually represented in terms of alphabets. Like we depends on us, like what kind of naming are we giving to the specific variable. It would be name, it would be x, it would be y. Okay, it depends upon us. It would be age. So these are variables. Variables could be discrete, that takes whole number. Okay. it would be discrete, it would be continuous. So discrete takes whole number. Keep in the mind, whole number. Continuous are in terms of fraction. 0.01, okay, 5.2, 5.37, like that. So this would be quantitative. Discrete would be 23, 0, 2, 7. Okay, so these are whole numbers. So these are discrete. It would be in kgs, 50.5 kg. All right. It would be in centimeter, 2.3 centimeters. So these are all continuous variables. Okay. This would be, this falls under continuous variable. Weight is continuous variable. Then length is continuous variable. So in case of discrete, we would take best example, age. I am 5 years old. I am 7 years old. No one says that I'm 5.3 years old, right? So age would be discrete. All right. So let's move on to our third statistical term, which is frequently used, is population. All right. What is population? Population is the collection of all values of the variable under study. Okay. This could be of finite size or infinite size. Okay. So if I want to give you an example for finite size, it would be number of students in a particular class, class 8, class 9, any. So it would be 40 students, it would be 50 students, okay? So basically it is finite value. So this is an example of finite population. For infinite population, the best example would be number of cells in a human body. Okay, we don't know how many cells are there in human body. It would be millions and millions of cells. So that is infinite term, right? So this is an example of infinite population. All right. So let's move on to next statistical term. Let's move on to fourth statistical term, which is sample. Sample is the proportion of the population considered under any study. And there is one more term, sampling, which is different from sample. So sampling is the process of selecting the sample. This is the process of selecting the sample. Okay, and sample is proportion of population. All right. So these are four frequently used statistical terms which I would be using in my further upcoming videos. If you like my video, please click on like button and please subscribe. Thank you.